What is getting easier and what is getting more difficult in what you do?
I think, as you get older, you mature as a manager. Certainly in my case, I think I've matured as a manager. I'm more consistent about what I do. I'm clearer with folks, and I know just historically, there's some kind of care and feeding of the folks that you need to do. So I try really hard to thank people every day. I try to give them a pretty clear sense of where we're going. I certainly like to be a leader, but I wouldn't say that I'm a born leader, right? I'm not Patton, right? I'm good, but I'm not a Patton. So I'd say that stuff continues to get easier for me because I work on it. I'd say what also is getting a lot easier is my job is an analytic job. The gasoline that drives my engine is data. And the acquisition of data has become, not just the acquisition, but the processing of it, right, into something usable for the business has come a long way in the last 3 to 5 years, right? So that was something when I was at AOL, was just kind of starting. Now the systems are in place. I mean, you can stand up a system that can handle very large quantities of data and do really good analysis on it very, very quickly. I mean, we stood up one of these systems at Turner we stood up in a month, and we started loading it, and it took some time to get the data clean. But now the data's clean, we're cranking on it, and it was literally, even as long as 3 or 4 years ago, you simply could not do it unless you spent $10 million, right? That's dropped by a factor of 10, right? So really dramatic. So that's much easier. Your ability to extract insight, I think, is much easier, which is good. I think the world is moving that way, right? It continues to move that way, right? We continue to businesses continue to learn the value of running their businesses using data, and like for me, that's all good, and I think the right thing. The hardest thing for me right now is my commute. So I live in DC. My previous job, I commuted to New York 2-3 days a week, and then I took this job, and now I'm commuting to Atlanta 3-4 days a week. So it's like, how do you make it harder on yourself? Well, I managed to figure it out. Yeah, my wife and I really do take the hard road sometimes, but that will simplify it. So my wife and kids are moving down at the end of the school year, so that having the family in town, I think, will be good for us. I'd say this has been stressful for both of us and the kids too, and I'm looking forward to squaring that away, like not having to worry about that.